Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and more. Today we are going to be going out. And doing a townhome, just three sides, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of soft washing of their concrete because it is about a year old, so we're not touching it with anything high pressure. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about how we got this client. So we actually got this client through an EDDM campaign. And it is our first time doing an EDDM campaign. And we are going to be hitting the same neighborhood 3 times. And it's got some townhomes, but mostly single-family homes. Most of these homes are about 3,000 square feet. We're really targeting them because most of them are new homes. A lot of them are going to be doing their first washes. And it's in an area that we are already working, so we want to continue working and grow in that area. Other ways that we are advertising right now, we're doing 5-arounds when we go out to do a job. I now have a solid 5-around flyer that shows, your neighbor's house was just cleaned by Steps Pressure Washing and more. And it's very specific, it's going to say what neighbor, what we did there, and it's going to have a link for them to get their quote online. We also are doing yard signs. It's been a little bit since I've done a yard sign run, but it is about time for me to go out and do another one. We have done Facebook ads and Google ads. Both of those ended up not bringing in what I wanted them to. And I think that the next time I do a Facebook ad, I'm going to be doing a shorts ad where it's going to be a video of me talking, maybe showing off a clean house behind me, and really trying to get into the shorts rather than, a picture with words, because the picture with words is kind of getting a little bit cluttered and people are spending a lot of time on the Facebook Reels. So I'm going to try and do a little bit more of that this fall, maybe in the spring. Google ads, I actually am going to go ahead and say I probably shouldn't be doing Google ads because I don't know what I'm doing, and they're very expensive. So you can lose a lot of money really quick, and I've done that a couple times, and I think that the next time I would rather have a professional set up the back end on our Google ads. That way we are able to maximize what we're putting into it. Anyway, let's get out there, let's go wash the townhouse, and we'll get back home. And we're here at the townhome. You can see some, looks like bubbling on this front of the townhome where the sun always is hitting it in the morning. And you can see here also the client went ahead and taped everything up, which is awesome. That gives us a little bit less we have to do to get this one started. Over here is the north side of the home, and there is a pretty significant growth. They've been here about 1.5 years, so it's about ready to see this growth. And coming around to the back, nothing crazy back here. We do have a pretty significant wind, so I'm going to be extra cautious when getting close to the line that separates these two. We're going to be doing a soft wash on all of this and getting some of these black streaks off and cleaning up this side of the fence just to make sure that it is as good as possible before we leave. Alright, on here on the north side, just putting this 1% SH and letting it dwell. Rinse already treated the back, got pretty hairy, so I had to quit doing the second floor for a little bit, let the wind die down, so I was able to finish up. Yeehaw. Control is the name of the game today on this. So this house has the worst iron staining I believe I've ever seen. And I can't do this to the whole house. So I've got the LA Totally Awesome. and I'm spraying that on some of these worst spots just to try and get it to look a little better without doing the whole house. But it's everywhere. It is all over this place. Just looking at this, I can see iron spots left behind all over the place. I ended up doing the LA Totally Awesome down here because it was really bad on the door, so just trying to make it look a little better where I can. After letting that sit for a minute, yeah, it's pretty good. It's better, but I can't do it to the whole house, and that's the problem. Is it's everywhere. So I'm just trying to get what I can. I'm not charging any extra for this, but it's definitely an issue. Alright, so did a lot more touch-ups on that than I really wanted to. Did a lot of hand scrubbing just on certain areas that I couldn't in good conscience leave behind, like the front door and a mud dauber's nest in the entryway and that garage corner. I couldn't leave it as it was. And of course, you know, that's gonna be, you know, pay us back with hopefully referrals and maybe a, you know, Google review, anything to keep that impression of a, you know, someone trustworthy who's going to go the extra mile. And that is, you know, of course, always the reputation we want to earn as we're going out, but it has to be earned by all those extra little things. I did get a call on my way here today from someone in the other mail route that we mailed to, and we went ahead and booked another job from the EDDM campaign. And she said that she would be interested in trying to get her neighbor to sign up, and I offered her an additional discount if she gets her neighbor to sign up. So hopefully we can get another indirect booking from it. And but so far we are at 2 bookings for our EDDM campaign that went out this week, and hopefully we've got a few flyers still sitting in people's to-do lists. And as far as that's concerned, I mean, I'm somebody who has done that plenty of times myself, where I will put something that came in the mail and I say, hey, there's a coupon, I'm going to leave it over here for a little while. Luckily, I did date that coupon to expire in early February, so if they do find it over the next couple months and say, oh yeah, I forgot to call this guy, they can still call me. And this is just first round, so I'm really excited to see what happens, because I know the EDDM campaigns do best with multiple rounds in the same neighborhood. So yeah, I mean, really super smooth day. I've got today's client on the calendar for a year and a half from now. We're going to do a full groundskeeper treatment on her concrete to get all that iron out of there, and you know, that's when we can actually hit it with a little bit more pressure. It's still too new for me to feel comfortable doing the high pressure on it. I know some guys say they'll do it at a year. I like to wait 3 years just to make sure that it's fully cured. That's just my preference. But yeah, overall, another smooth day. And I'm really excited to see how our new EDDM campaign goes through. You know, of course, word of mouth is the best form of marketing. It is, you know, doesn't cost you anything. There's built-in trust because somebody who they trust trusts you, but you can't really start or grow super fast on that. So paid advertising like EDDM, yard signs, of course, was our breakthrough. When we got yard signs going, that was what grew our business. You know, I always would say that we went from 1 or 2 jobs a month to 1 or 2 jobs a week to eventually 1 or 2 jobs a day, and we did that through yard signs. So having the ability to do a bit more passive marketing, where I can just go down and drop off once a month or once every few weeks and do an EDDM campaign, or hopefully several EDDM campaigns at the same time, would be a bit more passive and less time consuming than doing signs where I'm driving all around town, getting calls from the city, the town of Fuquay-Varina, which I have gotten, saying, please stop putting your signs out in our town, or face fines. And so this is something that, I don't ever have to worry about. The U.S. mail is not going to tell me to stop bringing the mail because I'm paying them. And yeah, other than that, I think it was a really good day. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Thanks for watching. You guys be safe out there.